The chandeliers glisten in the grand halls of Madrid's royal palace. A place where traditions are carved into the very walls. Where alliances are often sealed with handshakes and marriages, and where every move of the Spanish crown echoes across Europe. Yet today, a whisper has turned into a roar. Princess Leonor, Spain's future queen, has turned down a royal suitor. No one expected it. A match so carefully considered, so steeped in history and diplomacy, dismissed with one decision from a young princess. But here's where it gets even more riveting. This wasn't just a personal choice. This was a choice that split the palace, shaking not just the monarchy, but the unity within its very heart. So why would Leonor, a princess raised to balance duty and desire, turn down a suitor with everything on paper? And why has this decision ignited fierce debates within Spain's royal court? To understand, we must walk back through history, through expectation, and into the personal world of a young woman whose destiny was written long before she was born. From the moment Leonor came of age, suitors from Europe's most powerful families were whispered about. Some from Denmark, others from the UK, even whispers from far-reaching corners of Europe. Each alliance meant more than marriage. It meant power, diplomacy, and centuries of tradition continued. The court knew this. Her parents, King Felipe and Queen Letizia, knew this. But Leonor herself, did she see something different? Did she see love where they saw politics? The suitor in question, whose name we will soon reveal, carried both prestige and expectation. His family's lineage tied directly to centuries of European power. For many in the palace, he represented stability, tradition, and strength. For Leonor, he represented a chain. A commitment not of her choosing, but of her birthright. And this is where the story deepens. For weeks, tension rippled through palace corridors. Advisors debated late into the night. Some argued this marriage was the future of Spain's monarchy, a way to anchor Leonor's reign before it had even begun. Others whispered that Leonor deserved freedom, a choice, a voice in her own life. Then came the moment. A private gathering, behind closed doors, attended only by family and the most trusted advisors. Leonor, calm yet firm, declared her refusal. She would not marry for alliance. She would not marry for politics. She would marry only when her heart commanded it. The shock was immediate. Gasps filled the room. One side of the palace erupted in frustration, calling it reckless, immature, even dangerous. Another side applauded, quietly but fervently, hailing her decision as the dawn of a modern monarchy. For the first time, perhaps ever, the Spanish court was divided, not by politics, not by treaties, but by the will of their future queen. Now, the question becomes, what does this mean for Spain? Could Leonor's defiance strengthen her reign, painting her as a queen of the people, guided by love and independence? Or could it sow seeds of uncertainty, weakening alliances before her crown even rests on her head? What we know is this: Leonor has taken a path few royals dare to tread. She has turned down the weight of history in exchange for something more fragile, yet infinitely powerful, her own choice. And as Spain watches, as Europe watches, the palace stands split. A monarchy built on tradition is being redefined before our eyes, not by kings or councils, but by the voice of a young princess who one day will be queen. The suitor she refused remains silent, though his family is said to be privately outraged. Diplomats scramble to control the fallout. Yet Leonor herself appears unfazed. In recent appearances, her composure has only deepened, her confidence only grown. She is not apologizing. She is not hiding. She is standing tall, showing Spain that her crown will not be one of chains, but of choice. This is no longer just a royal love story. It is a test of power, of tradition, of the very future of Spain's monarchy. Will the palace heal from this divide? Or will Leonor's decision mark the first crack in a crown weighed down by centuries of expectation? One thing is certain: history has turned a page today. And Princess Leonor has written it with her own hand.